So this time of year, avocados aren't usually on sale, and I just recently was able to get a bunch of avocados from our local produce store, and I wanted to show you a quick guacamole recipe that's really yummy, and it takes like 3 minutes to make. Well, maybe a little more than 3 minutes, maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, but it tastes really good. It's a hit at parties, and you can put it on things like your tacos, your burritos. You can do like bowls with it. Ingredients are super simple. All you need is about 3 or 4 avocados, garlic, salt, pepper, lime, and some cherry tomatoes, and that's it. Okay, so you ready? And I'll show you how to make it. So I already did about 4 avocados. I'm doing 5 avocados because I'm going to a party with a lot of really hungry guys, including my husband. If you've seen him, he takes a lot to feed him, and Adrix loves guacamole too. So I'm doing 5 avocados, but that's a lot. So 3 and 4 is perfect too. So we do this, we just scoop it out with a spoon. Now I usually do 1 or 2, depending on the size of guacamole, seeds in the guacamole to help keep it green and keep it fresh, especially if you're making it before the party and then going later. This is a really great idea to keep the seeds inside the guacamole, at least 1 or 2. So then you take a big spoon, it's a soup spoon, and you just scoop it out and then you just chomp, chomp, chomp. You don't want to mush it fully because you want to have some chunks of avocado in there. It tastes really good. See, he really wants it now. Are you waving? What are you doing? Are you looking for some? Please? You're saying please? That's so kind. Yeah. I'll give you some in a second when it's finished, okay? We have to finish it first. Yeah, it has to finish making food. So then you take a lime and you cut it in half, and you're going to squeeze the lime into the guacamole mix, all the juice. So do as much as you can. I usually actually, before you cut it, you roll the lime. I forgot to do that this time. But if you roll it a little bit, it kind of loosens up the juices, so it's easier to squeeze, so that you're not doing this. There it goes. So I usually only do half of a lime. You can go back later and see how it tastes, and then if you think it still needs a little bit more like citrus, then you can go back and add more later. Next we do the seasoning. So we have the salt, pepper, and garlic. I like to use fresh garlic, and I'll show you like a little trick on how to peel it faster. But so salt, you just kind of do a couple of salts. I like to do more salt than pepper. Pink Himalayan salt has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it. It's a lot better than just like the white salt, Epsom salt that you find at the store. So if you can do pink Himalayan salt, that's better. And then garlic, you just take out a couple of these. I usually do 2 or 3 if they're small. So you cut, let's see if you can see this. You cut the ends like this, and then you take the flathead of the knife and you just kind of smush it a little bit, and the peel comes off just like this. And it's already soft, so it's a lot easier to cut. Chop, chop, chop. Okay, so the 3 garlics are in. And remember, you can always add in more later, but you can't take it out. So I always say go a little bit lighter at first, mix it all together, then taste it. And then if you still feel like you need a little bit more seasoning, then you can go back and add more later. Cool? And then last but not least, we have tomatoes. If you don't like tomatoes, you don't have to use these, but I just like to give it a little bit extra. It gives it color, and it gives it a little bit of like a juicy kind of flavor to it. I like it. But the cherry tomatoes is optional, and I just cut them into 4s, doo-doo-doo, like that. Sometimes 8s. Okay, so all the cherry tomatoes are in. I usually do, I did a lot on this one because this is a lot of guacamole, but I usually do maybe 4 or 5 and just cut them into like 4s or 8s, up to you, depending on how chunky you want it. Another option for you is you can also use like serrano peppers or cayenne pepper if you want to make it a little bit more spicy. I did it in this one just because Adrix is eating the guacamole too, and I don't want to scar him for life. So, but if you want to make it a little bit spice, serrano peppers and cayenne pepper is really good in it too. And that's it. You just mix it all up, and then you taste test with your favorite corn tortilla chip, and you got yourself a meal. Awesome. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. Oh, look. Hi. Can you say hi? Hi. Blow kisses. Ooh, ah. Say hi, Adrix. Blow kisses. Good job. All right, guys. Bye. Good job.